Hi friends, here's my another video, and which is it's been a long time, it's been a long gap. So this video just gives you explanation or summary about the previous topic that we have covered, ticker loops. If you want to see ticker loops in detail, please watch my previous videos present in this channel and in this playlist. Right now, I'll just start with the summary of whatever we have seen in the last 2 or 3 lectures. So let's quickly go through the summary of the loops. We have seen if loop, I think 3 lectures before. Yeah, 2 or 3 lectures before we saw if loop. So this is the syntax of if loop. Okay, you write if is the keyword used together with then. So if in curly braces, you'll write a condition, and if your condition is meeting, then you can whatever the present is whatever commands are present in the body will be executed. So let's say if something's written as puts and then something is written in that puts, that will be getting executed. This body can contain other loops also, which we call nested loops. So it can be a single command and it can be a group of commands. In the same way, this condition can be a single condition or there can be a group of conditions as well. So let's say when I want to write color green or color red. So if it's green also or the color can be red also. If either of these colors there, the condition is meeting, then whatever is present in the body will be getting executed. So this is how if works. Now, this particular if is a singular if, but this is a nested if. Okay, let me see if I can use a pointer. Okay, there's no pointer here. Okay, fine, I'll use my cursor only. Now, if in the nested if, we see there can be multiple conditions given. Okay, that if condition 1 is not satisfied, then check for condition 2. If condition 2 is not satisfied, then check for condition 3. Okay, like that. It is nested if. Again, in this also the condition can be singular or it can be grouped, but we generally like we do for, let's say, different power modes are there. So let's say state is equal to sleep, state is equal to active, okay, state is equal to power down. So there can be 3 states, right? But with sleep, let's say sleep or hibernate. If I want to perform certain set of commands which are same in sleep and hibernate, then what I can do is if state is equal to sleep or equal to hibernate, then execute body 1. Else, if this state is active, then some command, or and if the state is power down, then some commands in body 3. Okay. So I hope this gave you an idea of condition, like grouping of the conditions in one condition, and how it is different from the other two conditions. Probably it gave you an idea for that. If still you're not clear, please go 2 or 3 videos back, watch that video where I have explained this if condition very well. You'll get the idea. And still, if you have any doubt, you can drop me a comment. I'll definitely reply to it. Now, third loop is switch loop, where after switch, you will be writing a variable which will have some value. Okay. And that value will be matched against these patterns that you'll be defining. And whatever is written in that body with respect to that pattern, that will be executed. Let's say I have 3 colors: red, green, yellow. I want the color is my variable which has these three values: red, green, yellow. And I want one by one, like whatever the color is, these values to be checked. Okay, if it is red, I want puts stop. If it is green, I want puts go. If it is yellow, then I want puts wait. If the color is something else like blue, black, or anything, default, no action needs to be taken. Okay, so puts no action. So that is how we use switch. You have a switch. Okay, switch is the keyword. Then you write some value here. Then that value is matched against these patterns. Whichever pattern is getting matched with, the value gets matched with, respective to that pattern, whatever is the present in your body will be getting executed. Then a default keyword is must. Okay, and that has to be the last pattern, which tells that if nothing of these above pattern matches, this particular needs to be done. Then comes the for loop. Now for will have a start, then a test value, which will a value will you'll start it from, or some test value it will have, and then next, or it can be end also. It can be the last condition also. So basically start, end, and then in the mid there is a variable that you will define, or there is a test value that you will be giving. Okay, so let's say for I equal to 0, set I 0. Okay, because here you are giving I equal to 0 for the start condition, but then you'll have to define that I has some value. So here you can define some value to the I. Okay, and then make sure whatever value you're defining for the start needs to be same that you're giving in test, so that your value goes into this particular loop. Then you can write here end condition. So when I is equal to or lesser than 10, so now from 0 to I equal to lesser than 10. Okay, this value, this particular body will be getting executed. So if you're writing puts value of I, then it will start from 0 and it will put value of I till 10. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is going to be your result. So any command that you need to execute for n number of times, we use this for loop. After for, we see for each. As the name suggests, for each. So let's say there's a list, and in list you have multiple values, and there's a same set of command that you need to execute for all of these values present in the list. So for each of these uh, values in the list, this loop will be executed. Hence the name is for each. Let's say I have the list of fruits: apple, orange, pineapple. Now I want to print these three names, and before the names of these fruit, I want this one particular line. The fruit name is. So what I'll set a list, set list 1, fruit names, apple, orange, pineapple. Okay. Then I'll write a for each. Here I'll give a variable name. This variable name is a local variable name that needs to be used in the body. Okay. List, I gave my list name as list 1. So here's the list name. Basically, whatever the name of your list is, you'll give it here. Now, this variable name is local variable, which will be used inside the body. Presently, for my, what I want to achieve is puts the value of fruit is dollar variable, a very like this var name. Okay, dollar var name. So my output will be the fruit name is apple, the fruit name is orange, the fruit name is pineapple. So same command getting executed for three fruits that were present in my list, because this var name takes their name one by one. and executes this body on those particular variable. Now while command. So while is basically when you achieve some condition and you want your loop to be stopped after achieving that condition, we usually use while. When we do not usually we don't define a start condition in that. So let's say while 20, stop counting. Now my counting can start from either 0, 3, 5, from anywhere. But as soon as it reaches 20, I have to stop. This is what while does. To see a better explanation of while, watch my previous video. Go have a look at them, those slides, those examples. You'll understand what while is. Again, break is to terminate the loop and continue to skip the iteration. For last three, I'd rather suggest like giving a brief summary of it won't be that helpful, and you'll be able to understand it better with the help of examples only. Let us move to next slide. Now, below is a list, cell list, and the coordinates. Okay, location as in the coordinates. Now you have to make like you have to move the cells by 57 micron in positive x direction, but you don't have to move all the cells. You only have to move 1, 2, 3, and 5 and 6. 4 and 5, you do not have to touch them. They needs to be remain untouched. Now here I have given you a command. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to make a file in which you have to write this command. Okay, this entire command, I'll just highlight it. Okay, um, just make it bold. Hmm. So move cell hyphen cell name, the name of the cell. Instead of name of the cell, you have to write like you have to be there. It's like tab 1, tab 2. The cell actual cell name has to be there. Hyphen direction x hyphen loc. Loc is location, and in location you have to give the value of updated x and y coordinates. Okay, so for let's say if you have to move 4 cells, so in that file this particular command has to be printed 4 times with that cell name and updated coordinates. Then you have to source it in the shell. However, when you will be sourcing it in the shell, you will be getting an error that move cell command not found. So that is fine. You just print this command in a particular file. Okay. Now here is a tickle code which you have to write, in which I'll be giving time in seconds. Okay. Let's say I gave 60 seconds. So 60 seconds is 1 minute. So your code should be able to decode that whatever number I'm saying, this is in seconds, and you have to print the time in minutes is 160 or whatever the number I'm saying respective to that in minutes and in hours, you should be able to print the time. Okay, so you have to write a proc. So when I say write a proc, give a proc name, any proc name, and then argument has to be passed. In that argument, I'll just simply write, let's say your proc name is time converter. Okay. So I'll write time converter 120. That's it. I'll write time converter 120. Now your tool should be able to understand that this 120 is in seconds and it has to be converted into minutes and hours. Okay. In case you have any doubt, if you are not able to solve these questions, you can please put that in comments. I'll make a video with the solution of these questions and will share it with you all. In case you have some doubt in the summary of loops, please go watch my previous videos regarding the loops. Subscribe my channel, press the bell icon so that you get the notification when I upload a new video. Also, like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you like the video, I'll know that okay, you need more. If you're commenting something regarding the feedback, or if you want some topics that needs to be covered, just let me know. I'll do it for you. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.